Yeah, I was about to say though. To be fair, I think what probably only about a week, maybe two at most, passed in game.
I would
Yeah.
say about that wrong. So yes, last time on Ralkalam, our group entered the
Not,
dream realm, and
not to be a
oh,
bit of a stickler, I remember one time we brought up a month had passed, so
Oh,
uh,
It
uh,
did.
I don't know if it's been that
I
long.
swear it happened like a while ago.
Uh, I don't think we kind of had that much time. I mean, our adventures was usually regulated to one. I mean, to 1 to 2 a day.
I am
Anywho,
almost entirely certain. If not, I'm entirely possible being wrong. Sorry.
it's alright.
All good.
Anyway, in our last adventure, our group had gone and gotten themselves tested by the god, the goddess of dreams, revealing herself once done to be the matriarch of the Dartel family, personalizing their woes against either a deep friend or a deep enemy alike. Once successful, they were brought back to the church, but for the sake of doing something a little bit different, we're actually going to go back in time just a smidge. We're going to go back a few days, back when Qivara was, quote unquote, left unconscious. We're going to start with her adventure, if that's cool with everybody.
that's fine.
Right. I forgot to add, the Dartales have a lot of family members, by the way.
I did see they have a lot of family. Like, a lot of different Dartels.
Yeah. Every time we turn our back, is another
Oh no,
Dartel
I
giving
mean
us
they
some
have a
issues.
lot.
Yeah.
I saw there's like at least five of them in the NPC thing.
Let's let's see. I think but that's basically just the brothers. And
Oh,
then of course we just met the one of I mean the matriarch and apparently dear old dad is not happy about all the creatures popping up.
Oh, looks like one of my things got deleted. I'll have to worry about that later. Anyway, so going back in time a little bit, we're actually gonna. I'm gonna move our token
I
back to the.
count at least 8 we've met.
I'm gonna go back to the base since that's
Let's
where we
see.
were with Qivara.
So let's see. Of course, there's the main one. Then there's the shadow one, the magnetism one.
my
Let's
gosh,
see.
there's so many people.
The lizard one, the dad, the matriarch. I know I'm forgetting at least a couple of them.
There's
Uh,
Scion.
Oh yeah, there was the Monkey King.
Alright, so a few days ago, Qivara, you were sound asleep in a. As you were dreaming, you were sort of in this. You found yourself in this field, and uh, the field is breathed with all these trees, and on this like sort of stony stump of in the middle of wherever this is, you seem to see some sort of cloaked figure in front of you, as you seem to be at least semi-aware that you're in a dream. Like you feel off in that sense.
I'll kind of like shout out and be like, "Who's that?"
The cloaked figure will sort of at the distance you are, you'll see a pretty massive scythe in his hand, and he will sort of jut the scythe like on his hood of the cloak, and he'll say, "I am Damien, the demon of death, and you,
What?
my dear, appear to be stuck."
Stuck. What do you mean? Isn't this just a regular dream?
Oh no, quite the contrary. You've actually been out for a few days now.
I don't remember anything happening. Just went to sleep like normal.
I'm afraid your party has been on quite the number of adventures while you've been slumbering here, stuck in this place.
Well, how do I get back?
Well, I'm not one to typically. As a thing of death, it's sort of hard to say. I mean, I suppose I could make an exception, considering it's rare, and I'm old, so I'm tired, and I guess I could make an exception. I don't typically do that, though.
Huh.
Though, I think when you wake up, you might be one of those marked ones, like your friends there.
Oh.
That's probably what's gonna happen. One of those consequences of me being a demon and you ending up here. Apologies on that. If you want to punish me, I suppose you have every right to.
Well, I don't exactly think I have the capabilities of stopping an entity as strong as you, but if you could at least send me back, it'd be much appreciated.
Well, very well. With a word of warning, I feel something changing in that world, so keep your eye out, yeah? Or whatever. I don't really care, actually. Whatever. He kind of uses his scythe to open the sort of warpy portal by his side.
I'll kind of like look up at him one last time and then look at the portal and head on through.
So as you awake, you do that sort of more like you almost had like a nightmare, sort of like you sort of jut up awake, uh, due to the time that you've probably been slumbering for however long.
Mm-hmm. I'll kind of like wake up and look around and realize I'm in my room. And I'll just push open the door and walk out.
Yep. And you'll see mayhaps your allies returning, I'll say at the same time, just to sort of get things rolling with the rest of the party.
Mm.
Hey, uh,
Just
Qivara,
mid conversation. I was about to say, just mid conversation, just walking back, and I'm telling you, if you end up getting a good pair of dice, just don't tell them that you have them loaded.
It's like I can't say much. I was more of a card person myself.
I, uh, Onyx just get this distracted by this conversation by seeing Qivara walking by and just like, hey, Qivara, you awake?
Yes. How long was I out?
Ooh.
Uh,
I'll
Been
kind of
a
like
few days.
2 weeks?
concerned.
Few days, about a week and a half. Been a bit of a
Be
blur.
honest, we kind of lost track of time because there's been a lot of craziness, including
Right.
discovering
Oh.
about the source of our magic and such.
He did warn me things were getting weird out here.
Oh, and by the way, and he kind of turns around. Archibald adopted a baby dragon.
I'll like look over and be like, "Oh, that's lovely." Well, Yeah, I had a strange dream. There was this Damien fellow, something to do with like aspect of death. That I think I may have been dead. Not too sure.
Above game. What do
Bloody
we know
good.
about this Damien fella?
Roll a religion check with
I
advantage.
figured much.
With advantage, you say?
Everybody can.
Sure, why not? No seems to have all kinds of
10.
crazy luck. Let's see if it sticks.
19 either way.
Speaking of which,
Not bad.
Of course.
The first time he doesn't get a natural 20, and it's still one of the better rolls.
Again,
Yeah.
the fact that, given the fact that he used to be in a cult, it's like I'm not too surprised at this.
you can't. You should never doubt your crazy luck your character have.
Yeah, I mean, then again, mine always was kind of on the reverse with my other character. My wizard could not make an Arcana check to save his life sometimes. Well, no, specifically when it came to other players, I kept on rolling for him to actually figure out the other character's spells, and he always rolled one below, even though he had like a +9 to Arcana.
All right. So among the ones who rolled, Damien of the Demon of Death is one of the older demons. Probably has been around since the inception of this planet. And I mean, with the name of Death, I'm pretty sure that pretty much sums up his sort of boundary.
Yeah, like, oh, him. I was like, was not expecting to come across that name anytime soon.
Wait, you were
the
dead?
One of the top names on the list I do not want to encounter besides Efreet himself.
I mean, I don't think I'm dead. He said he would let me come back. So I just walked through a portal and I was back here.
Maybe he was in a. Well, I mean, you did just drop. I mean, just fall unconscious out of nowhere. I was like, when we tried to wake you, you wouldn't. You just were out of it. It's like, and given the fact that you don't seem to have any negative effects for being unconscious for almost 2 weeks.
Well, negative
and
effects. You may want to roll a
Oh,
perception check.
now this will
Which
probably
one?
be when I mess up. Let's see.
Oh no, I'm cursed.
I perceive.
Yep. What I expected. That explains why Nall said, yeah, no negative effects.
With the 23, Mhe'dhal, you notice wherever, I'll leave this up to you, Qivara, there is a new marking on somewhere on your body that's quite noticeable.
I'll say it's on my left arm. But it's like covered by the fur, I guess.
I mean, it probably might just somehow, like, that might be the thing that makes it stand out. The fact that it's somehow actually on your fur.
Yeah. That too.
Bloody hell. Mates? It seems like we weren't the only ones to be affected. Qivara's that one as well.
Well,
Good old Mark of Cthulhu.
Oh, great. We did just see him again.
well, another thing to have to deal with.
Yeah.
And specifically, compared to the rest of everyone, Qivara will notice out of the 4 of us, Mhe'dhal's the only one that doesn't have a mark.
Yeah. How about I say, no, we'll probably say it's like, yes, just like the rest of us, and take a glance at Mhe'dhal.
Yeah,
I don't think Onyx have a mark.
And be like, well,
I mean,
does everyone still have their mark?
Not quite.
Oh,
We had to run into a crazy clown, and apparently something happened with Thulu.
Just whispering, looking to the right. I mean, what's called whistling, looking to the right. Just
I'll
Yeah,
look up
someone
in
took
the
a gamble.
things. Well, at least there's still 4 marks to go.
Yeah, though. All I can say is that you definitely missed the experience. It's like, thanks to our last encounter, I actually saw my sister.
Oh.
My my ally that I've been looking for since before we before I met you guys. He managed to find him and find them. Oddly, funny enough, we found them. They were actually where exactly where we first met.
Hmm.
Right, we actually did go back to the old soup kitchen.
Oh. Well, I'd like to hope that these reunions you had were good and not bad.
Mhe'dhal
Well,
staring off into the distance.
I mean, I think that his would have been good if we actually managed to kill him.
Oh my god.
If we had.
uh, Kai had well, from when we when I talked to Kai, they seemed to be having a good time at the soup kitchen. We had a good talk, and we
I
met.
mean, and the
We
food was real
managed to
good.
like managed to reconnect to each other.
Hmm. I'll nod to that.
But yeah, it's like with you gone, I basically had to embrace a bit more of my fire. Something I didn't expect to do for a long time.
Wait, wait above again. I just realized we actually have now have three. We actually have now have 3 characters that all fire based.
Hmm?
It'd be like that.
3? That's like I thought that wait, you talking including Metal or Onyx?
Uh, I was thinking Qivara, Mhe'dhal, and Onyx because Onyx does have a bit of flame magic, and I remember you used fireball a few times.
I mean,
Mhe'dhal's.
basically, I mean to be fair, no, basically, yeah, it's like w- fire comes naturally to him, but until like with Kavara actually being our main fire user, he was refraining from actually using fire, but with the need of it, he been embracing it more.
Oh,
Same, even though I only got low rolls with my fire.
Yep. With everyone having fire, I guess it's a good thing I have control. I have shape water and create and destroy water. Not trying to burn the building down.
oh,
Understandable.
whatever you. Well, just don't go near. Well, just don't let the dragon Persephone get any lose any control.
Hmm.
But if you would like, he says like Mhe'dhal says like pulling out an arm like to the rest of the building. We have quite a few new guests, friends, comrades, whatever the hell everyone wants to call ourselves now, around.
Recruits.
Yes, recruits. That probably is the best.
Yeah, though it's like it's a shame that it's crazy how you miss it. It's like if you woken up a day earlier, you would have been able to help us blast some snowmen.
Never really
Right.
was
Okay.
a fan of snow, but I'm pretty good at melting things.
And there was also the desert, but
Oh.
you know. You have to deal with a few undead out there.
I mean, those undead seem to have been vulnerable to fire. The snowman seem to have been vulnerable for fire. I think that would have had some fun.
Yeah. You could have.
We should probably like tell the others that she's awakened now, shouldn't we?
Right. I'm not sure if Archibald is listening to all this
I
or
mean,
he
knowing
even
him, he probably
cares.
couldn't care less and basically went to go eat make sure Persephone was actually all right since that crazy dream with her turning on him.
Right.
I mean, he's just been fussing over her the entire time on the way back. I think he might just be focused on her.
He does seem to be quite cumbersome, even if she is cute.
Oh no, she just got a little bit bigger. Thanks to I mean, since we last left, she'll get down to a more fun size. Well, no, I shouldn't say fun. Adorable size.
Mm.
Well, maybe. She did do this after eating a good bit.
I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't feel like I got a little bit bigger after a good meal.
True, true. But as you may have also noticed, like, takes the, nailed bat from his back. Remember that Negan fellow we ran into? The one that was acting like a fake? Well, we ran into the real thing.
Oh no. Uh,
Yeah,
did you stop him?
we did.
Huh? Well, that's
It kind of hurts a decent bit to try doing so, though.
well, at least we're all in one piece. Minus a missing mark.
Yes, yes, just turning and walking away a bit. Shame. Shame it is with that.
Well, I mean, I can't say too much. I mean, then again, it's like you had the most encounter with gods, it seems. Well, no, gods and demons.
Mm, but technically,
I
I was the only one that didn't meet Cthulhu.
Nope. It's like the rest of us met him, got marked, and we met him again in last week's adventure.
Right.
Yeah, he seemed to have been not too keen on seeing us trying to stop whatever had been going on. But he didn't seem to be able to do anything about it at the moment.
Well, then again, it's like definitely not someone I want to mess with.
Yes, it's never a good thing to be on the bad side of a all-powerful deity.
Well, from what I heard, he's more like a priest, but
Hmm.
I mean, if he's just a priest, I would not want to know what's above him.
But actually,
being just a priest, and he can still break your mind and the world.
I mean, then again, I can't say much. I mean, the last priest I personally dealt with before meeting y'all kind of broke my world more or less. Then again, if I ever see him again, I was like, I probably try to have as much of a grudge as you have with that clown.
Just nodding, going, understandable, understandable.
Wait.
uh-oh, an 11.
You'll watch as coming out of one of the rooms is a fellow druid child who was in one of the rooms. Kind of tucks at your, I guess, shirt, Qivara.
I'll like turn around and like look down and be like, "Oh, can I help you with something?"
Oh, well, uh, I think someone like you would like something like this. She, out from, like, her little backpack there, she procures, like, this, pretty shiny gem that seems to be, blue, but very, like, you can almost see through it as she offers
I'll
this to you.
I'll pick it up and like take a close look at it. What exactly is this?
You should be able to store magic through it. It's something, well, those who transform like myself typically try to do. She sort of shows you another crystal that she has. It seems to be more filled with some sort of magic that you could just tell without even having to roll an arcana with.
Hmm. Well, interesting. Well, I appreciate it.
No problem. As you all make her way back into the room.
Well, it seems like there's another druid around here as well.
We've gotten quite a few characters. Oh, that reminds me, you never met Dryax, have you? He's also a bit of a fanciful with flame, if you would.
Huh?
Oh god, it's like I thought she did meet him because wasn't you with us when we actually went to the city and met the lizard?
Right, no.
Maybe.
She did meet him in the sewers. Damn it, I forgot about that.
Well,
I
I
was
mean,
just
well, I
wondering.
don't remember if she knew he was recruited, but I know she you at least met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely forgot about that. Ignore everything.
I mean, honestly, I would just put it as you. It's like in character, probably forgot about it, thinking about how we actually got to see him in action.
Yeah, I remember him, the big dragon guy.
Yeah, we actually, when we had to go deal with the snowman, came across his brother. Got a frosty reception.
And then quite a cracking one, if you would. Just remembering the quick snap.
I mean, to be fair, at least it's like, oh, by the way, it's like Qivara. It's like, minor note, might want to keep an eye on Archibald whenever we deal with somebody. It seems he's getting into collecting pieces whenever they're done.
Trophies, as he calls them.
As in like just stealing little things here and there.
No fingernails.
It's like not fingernails, actual fingers.
Oh my gosh. Why on
Yeah,
earth do that?
We
we
don't
still don't
know.
understand.
He also took
But
the jacket of Negan.
yeah, I mean, at the very least, I mean, we had to stop him from dealing with the ice dragon guy. But I mean, because we wanted to save him for his brother. But
So far, the only thing we know why he does this is mostly because it's related to his goblin wife or something.
hmm,
Huh. Well, hopefully the bodies were dead when he collected the fingers.
Oh, they
usually they
were.
are.
Okay.
Let's
Just
see.
figure we
One
at
was
least warn you in case you see him do something odd or disturbing.
Interesting. I'll kind of like look over at him while he's like still like wrestling with the Persephone and be like, okay, I'll keep an eye on that.
Also,
All right.
one other thing, and he kind of goes to his picks something up from his belt. Picks up picks something up for his belt, and he basically shows a symbol. It appears to be like a belt buckle of some kind. It used to be a belt buckle, some kind that has it like kind of sort of resembles like a phoenix.
Interesting.
It's a this was a this was a special this was a special artifact that I used from my days as a arcane writer. I didn't really I haven't really told much about this, but I think I might mention it a few times. But before I met you guys, my group was named the Arcane Writers. We were a special group that use use a special group that use artifacts like this gain to gain extraordinary powers to help to fight evil. Until one day we kind of took a step too far, and afterwards we disbanded. So far, only me and Kai were the only ones left. And when I met Kai, they lost their uh, artifact, which we call them the Henshin belts.
The last
you.
of your group, I see.
Right. Right now, all I need right now, my only task is, aside from my only major task I have now is try to regain the arcane riders to their former glory. Maybe make some get them possibly recruit new members, which this is basically the closest one I have.
Just rubbing back of his head. Yeah, it's about the same for me. Didn't really have a name for my group, but we were trying our best. Well,
I haven't exactly seen my group. Been so long since I've been home. Don't really plan on going back.
Can relate. That's why my sister and I were traveling for a while. We definitely do not want to go back there. So then again, I lost track of her before I met y'all, which hopefully she's doing well.
Hopefully we get to meet her soon, and hopefully that you're that she's in good terms with you.
Yes, we're it's like we're close. It's like how would I describe it?
I'm guessing you were not in good terms.
I wouldn't say we're not on good terms. It's more or less like we love each other, but it's like we also sometimes can't stand each other. That's kind of partially why we separated. I guess it says that we're on one of our it's like siblings rivalry moments at the time. It's like maybe the next time I see her, we'll be back on the sibling bonding time.
I see.
Oh, DM, just to check, that gem, is that a spell gem?
You can store like a magic thing in it, so you can store like a spell in it if you wish.
So
Is it like rechargeable?
You don't know.
Okay.
It might be.
unfortunately, I do not have haven't had a reason. Like, haven't really come across too many magical things that actually pick that spell up. Then
Fair,
again,
honestly.
huh?
I said fair, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And again, I mean, since Onyx is going into artificer, he might be able to prepare it later on if we ever need it. Still would need a pearl.
Well, I am a second level artificer. I could possibly like upgrade one of you guys' items if you want.
Hmm? Oh no, it's saying like since artificer and you prepare spells, you could prepare identify at some point in the future.
That is
True.
true.
I sure remember that next time.
Yeah, like I said, we still would need to get a pearl for you to do it, but neither here nor there at the moment. Well,
I'll
like
look at the group and say, did you ever happen to find any diamonds on your journey?
Uh,
no, I don't think we
have we?
actually was like we haven't really came across too many valuables. Some gold here and there, but not as many valuables as you would think.
Oh, speaking of which, Mhe'dhal's going to like cut off like some of his like gold and then hand over like a third of it to her. Here, a bit of your share.
How much is it?
374. So he'll give you about 120.
I'll like look at it and be like, oh my gosh. No
Yeah,
questions asked, but thank you.
it's like to be fair, we haven't really come across too many things we actually can buy.
I know,
Yeah,
but
it's
like,
mainly just been
Actually,
probably not.
I only
now
had
that I think,
gold.
sorry, go ahead.
I only had like 15 gold, and now I have like over 100. So that was a big bump.
I about to say, I just realized, yeah, are any of our new companions actually merchants?
You have a weapon guy up here. In terms of merchants, you have a person that sells merchandise, but it's like to give you guys money. You remember that being him. Uh, he like sells toy products to like give you stuff like money later on, but in terms of like someone to actually purely buy from, not necessarily.
We might have to go into the city to see about finding someone that can actually sell us something that some some more useful non-weapons. Yeah, items that are not weapons.
We do have that one guy from the sewers that helped with weapons, don't we?
Uh,
He's trying to bring that up in character.
It's like, well, I mean, that would be useful and all, but I mean, as though we'll probably actually just, I don't know, just show off some of it, like show out a little bit of his magic. It's like, I'm not exactly a weapons kind of person.
I mean, just in case. Anyone could do with an extra one of these, he says, like putting out his non-loaded hand crossbow. And again, I've heard those guns are pretty good.
Yeah,
He
as
starts
long,
rubbing his chin.
I'll gesture to my finger staff and be like, this is more of a walking stick than an actual weapon.
but yeah, but no, we'll probably point out it's like, yeah, literally though, when it comes to his gear and everything, it's like he can only use basic weapons, so I mean simple weapons, so he's kind of limited. In fact,
The
yeah.
only, the only weapon I've been using is my trusty halberd.
Yeah, try to remember.
I tend to be
Why do I have a scimitar when I can't use it?
I think you picked it up to sell it, and we just never did.
Yeah, sounds about right. But yeah, like literally, I have a scimitar, but it's not really doing much good since I don't have proficiency with scimitars.
Excellent. I'll just use the. Wait a second. Yeah, I guess we can sell it to the weapon guy now.
I mean, it's just an extra 1250. I mean 12.5 GP. So, I mean, if Qivara wants it, she can actually use that to add to her own. I'm pretty good on gold at the moment.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to more personal gold.
Well, like I say, at least get you a little bit closer up to where we are at.
So what is it you're giving?
Basically, I have a scimitar which it costs about 25 GP, but when sold you get half, so it'd be 12.5 GP. So I mean, if our DM won't mind us doing that, yeah, Nalo sell the scimitar. He's just been lugging around for no reason.
Yeah, you can sell it to the weapon guy.
And if
Well,
possible, I'd like to buy a pistol.
So I'll just take the scimitar off of my list. But yeah, Null is definitely going to be one. I mean, is probably looking into seeing if we can find someone that actually can sell magic items or custom things.
It'd probably be for the best, considering what's it called? Yep. Probably magic items might be a little bit rarer, considering creatures and everything are seem to be more connected with magic.
Yeah, but
So
how many
finding
creatures have
that,
we can't seem to come across?
yeah, as I said, especially considering the fact that with that they might just be hidden, so someone might be better for like a how to say profession with it.
I just find it funny that just thinking to myself, it's like, yeah, if I actually decided to go with Dust instead of Null, would have actually been right up there with Onyx and then making us some more gear.
Right. I mean, Onyx could make some gear if we could.
Actually, I'm curious, what did you do with your pick for your infusions?
My fusion.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
said you're a
check.
level 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, if I remember right, you start getting your infusions at level 2, so you should have picked your 4.
Let's see which one did I. Sorry, my D&D Beyond sheet is not showing me the fusions I choose. Now let me try. Let me look at a character builder.
Don't worry, I understand. I've been trying to talk with the artificer player in my what you call 'em game, the Tyranny of Dragons and everything, trying to get her to remember that she still hasn't picked her infusions, even
Okay.
though they're level 3.
Okay. The fusions I choose are enhanced weapons, mind sharpener, repeating shot, and enhanced defense.
So which ones are active?
Actually, I'm not. Actually, I don't think I ever activated one.
Yeah, remember that you can actually have 2 active after a long. I mean, you can activate 2 after a long rest. So and only those 2 can be active at once at a given time.
Okay, good to
So you
know
could.
it. But to be fair, we didn't. I never got an opportunity to use my infusions.
Well, I mean, could always work with your armor and your halberd.
That too.
Not a problem. Like I said, I literally have an artificer in my party that's like, hey, you do remember that you never actually picked your stuff right yet, right? Oh, right. Let me get to that. Oh well, but yeah, it's like, well, you also woke up at a good time. We were actually kind of in an impasse trying to decide our next move after that whole dream sequence.
And I
More
see
like a
you're
nightmare.
and I see that you didn't have you did. And I see that you probably didn't miss down the whole dream thing.
Well, I mean, sounds like she had her own dreams.
All right. So, was there any other catching up that needed to be doing?
Nothing I can really think of. It was like I think we may have more or less caught up for most part. Then exactly, well, I guess could bring up the fact that literally we found out that literally there's a aurora around the planet that is the source of seem to be the source of magic and creatures.
Like, did that just appear?
We were literally in the desert exploring, and when the I think it was at midnight, all of a sudden it just appeared, and I was able to sense it. So
It was late at night at the very least. Like it had just started becoming like closer to midnight, but not exactly.
yeah. So apparently,
But no, that's not important. Let's just move right past that.
well, I
Yeah,
mean, to be fair,
you kind of buried the lead with that.
yeah, but I say to be fair, it's like I think I'm like other than Qivara, I'm the most magical, and that was the only one that really sensed it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of magical, but at that same point, it's just like, I was
I
focused
didn't.
on other things.
I mean, I didn't say
Uh,
you weren't. I just say that we're the most since I think we're the only two full casters.
I mean, Onyx is a bit magical in a sense.
Yeah, fair. Just remembering it, he'll whisper it over to Null to where he can tell her, since he's not too per se great on magic, but he does have just a sliver of it.
I mean, honestly, pretty much every one of us have a bit of magic, just except for maybe Archibald, but that's up for debate.
Right.
Uh, but yeah, it's like we're more or less caught up. It's like, well,
Yeah.
actually, Qivara's like, do you need a new weapon besides your walking stick?
Nope, I got all of it in the palm of my hands.
Well, alright then. I'll say that you can spend the rest of the day getting like a full rest, because I'm assuming that, or I will say that the battle from the dream, just to make sure that that stuff gets cleared up and you guys can be all, on that side of the party, could be all filled up from that
Right.
Yeah,
battle.
we're definitely needing the rest.
Yeah.
Where is that on the sheet?
So, well, are we taking a long rest right now? Just want
Yeah.
to make sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we kind of just went from one thing to another. Like we went from the desert to the docks, and then to the dreams.
By the way,
We,
show is someone.
so I'm kind of tapped out
Uh,
on resources.
by the way, someone checked on Archibald's sheets and in case he needs to like refill some things for his long rest.
I mean, he doesn't really refill things on long rest. The only thing really is to make sure that he remembered to add his I think evasion and his fought sneak attack die.
And health if he lost any.
Right.
Doesn't seem like it. I'm looking at his sheet myself.
Did he even get hit last time?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I
no,
think
he he
Persephone got a
I
few hits in, but not
yes,
much.
I got hit, but I remember I know I have 45, but that was before I had to level up. So like, how much do I have to put in for the for this level? Like, how many health points do I get per level up?
I think you usually get around. Well, what's your
average is 5
constitution?
plus Constitution.
My Constitution. Oh dear. Sorry, still trying to. 2. It's the Constitution 2 with the 14.
Yeah. So I think that you get 5 with a rogue, so they have a D8 for their hit die. So it should add another 7 to it.
Oh, so it's 52 right now. If it's originally 45, now I get a 52.
I believe so. Let me double check on my mat real quick. Let's see. 8. That would have been 10 plus 6 levels.
Ah, shit, we're glowing.
6 times 7, 42. Yep, 52. So yeah, your HP should be at 52 base, and you now have 4 sneak attack die, if I remember right. And I think I just mentioned you should have evasion now, I believe. Let me double check.
Yeah, he does. Level 7.
Yeah, I'm just remembering the one story I heard about someone, a rogue in the middle of a city that was under siege and had to make a dex roll to avoid an explosion and managed to get 0 damage.
Yeah, imagine you have a dex save, it's supposed to destroy most of a city, and you just survive because, bam, you just dodged it.
Yeah. See though. Double check, set evasion. And he's a swashbuckler. Was there anything else that? Nope. Swashbuckler don't get anything else until level 9.
So I think
Yeah,
we're in agreement. I'm at a 52 hit point with level 7.
All right.
Oh, since we're long rest, I get to do some. I could do some offers of prepping.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, as otherwise, Mhe'dhal is going to try to buy a pistol of some sort.
What's the usual cost of a
Because I
pistol?
don't need verify anymore.
That was just a misclick.
Oh, whoops.
Let's see.
You know what? I'll replace my verify with identify. Will be useful for the future.
Like I said, remember we still have to buy or find a pearl for you to use.
Oh, right.
I mean, we have enough gold to buy one. We just don't know where to buy it from.
Range weapon.
Probably somewhere on the docks.
Seems
assume so.
like the 250s usually. Oh, that's what I'm seeing on the thing.
Hmm?
For a pistol.
Let's see. There's usually various prices for guns. Let me double check because let's see. I think that's the 2024 version. Where's the? God damn. Why do it have to be so foolish? Ah, there we go. Yep, looks like that's the base one from the player's handbook. One of the few they actually give a price for, because they sure don't have a cost of a they don't have the price for a revolver or a rifle.
Yeah, I
They
had
do
to.
have a musket.
Yeah, I had to deal with that whenever my party needs to do some shopping. I had to just go through some website that just like tells me a cost.
Yeah, like they didn't have pistol cost in the 2014 player handbook, even though they had them in the player handbook. But they did, but yeah, with the 2024 version, they have decided to give it a base of 250 GP, and the musket's 500. Though apparently, if you were doing the Exandria one for the Critical Roles version, theirs is 150. But to
That was
be fair, I mean, guns are rather unique, and you would also need ammo. Of course, if you put that repeating shot on there, he wouldn't have to worry about ammo.
Yeah, there's
true.
just one problem. Well, remember how I just gave about half of my money to Qivara?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He's
I
back
am
to
right under the amount needed to buy a regular pistol. I'm at 246.
I mean, if you need a little bit more to get to 250, I can go ahead and give you 50 gold out of my own pocket since you actually were so kind and gave her some.
I can also give away my dagger.
Could always use a dagger because I don't know about anyone else, but apparently I'm sitting at 413.
I've
dang.
also I've also been somewhat gambling.
Yeah, that's why I figured you had less than the rest of us.
I'm sitting at 127.
For the amount I have about like I have around like 386.
Yeah, like I said, Noah has been I mean, just slowly adding up his goal, but he hasn't really had anything to spend it on since most of his needs are already covered at the base.
Yeah, if
So
it's just for the pistol, I only need 6. That's really it. But
yeah, but I figure you
otherwise,
might, unless Onyx decides to put the repeating shot on there for you, you're going to need some bullets.
yeah, as I said, just for the gun.
So, like I said, I mean, if need be, Nolo give you a 50 for you towards that one. The only reason he's not giving more to anyone else is that he's hoping to have come across
Uh,
some magic items to buy at some point.
it's only 3 for 10 of them, so at most I'd need probably 20.
I mean, if that's all you
That and
want for
that's at
now.
the as I said, that's only at the very most. So probably what's it called, 15 at 15 plus the 4, so 19 at best actually.
Yeah, I mean, just yeah, Nolo just give you a flat 20 just to keep it even.
Much
So
obliged.
14, it's like, so that put me down to 393. But yeah, like I said, again, he's not exactly a stingy person. It's just the whole fact that, yeah, he's hoping they'll come across someone that sells magic items at some point, and he knows those are expensive.
Understandable. I'm just hoping I can get a pay sometime soon because now I can gamble one more time.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. That's why I was actually willing to actually give a little bit more gold since you're the gambler in the group.
But yeah, I'll buy a pistol real quick and the 5 sets of bullets.
Alright, we can add a pistol to your inventory.
So, quick question, because I know that Artificer is usually the only one that has the normal proficiency. Do you have firearm proficiency?
It's technically labeled as a martial weapon, so yes.
That works because, like I
I
said,
I don't have the special proficiency that allows me to just instantly reload the weapon. I still have to take the action or bonus action to do so, but same thing with my crossbow at that rate.
yeah, I think that it got reclassified as a martial weapon or whatever with the update. Because I remember previously you actually needed to have the little firearms proficiency to use them. Let's see. Looks like shotgun is still firearms. Rifle is still that. Still waiting for my players to actually come across my goblin. Get her the plans to start making them firearms. That'll be interesting. A goblin make with guns and gunpowder. Well, smoke powder.
Alright.
That's a terrifying combination.
trust me, she's a little spitfire.
So it sounds like all the rigmarole is done with. Anyway, back to the story, I guess. Yeah, I'll just do that. So as you guys are in the new day, sort of re-prepping up, making sure Qivara's up to snuff with gold and whatnot, you'll watch as little Thulu will make his way out of his room, sort of float past all of you to the TV, repeating himself, "Protest."
I go over to Thulu and I was like, what is an hour, Thulu?
He seems to just repeat the word. He doesn't seem to say anything else except protest while being glooped to the TV.
Thulu? I kind of just wave around his head and try to snap my fingers at him to try to get him to snap out of it.
Nope, nothing seems to work. He seems to be, whatever he's doing, it seems to be, roll an insight check, actually. It won't be too hard.
Watch it see how I roll now. 1.
I mean, you might end up like me with
There we go. Yes.
You're not really sure what he's doing. I mean, you know what he's saying, but you're not really sure what it means.
Okay,
I go over to party. Okay, this is just weird even by Thulu standards.
It's like, can we make a perception check to see what's on the TV that he's looking at or whatever?
The TV is currently off.
Oh.
It's been off the entire time.
He's just looking at a blank TV while saying protest.
Yeah.
It's like, huh. I mean, part of it is that Noel is curious, but also at the same time, he knows that most of the time, whenever he gets involved with Thulu, he ends up with it under his mind control or something.
You can roll an insight if you wish.
Yeah, why not? Let's see.
You also just know that he's saying it. Not really sure know why.
You know,
Yeah,
I can give it a try.
That was just perfect.
Oh, yeah. It's the gambling. Oh, no.
I got 1 gold coin left. Let's go gambling.
Oh, well, you might not have to re-roll, but because Qivara got a 21 there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Qivara, you get the sense after that this is something potentially useful, that he's trying to signal to the party to turn the TV on or something along those lines.
Kind of figured as much.
Yeah, I'll just say to the party, I think he wants us just to turn it on.
It's like, a very powerful magical being, and yet he doesn't know how to turn on the TV.
Okay, I guess you said that I just go over and I assume I get like a remote to turn it on.
Yeah. And as you turn it on, it seems to have left on a channel sort of reporting on what's been going on in the capital, as you see some sort of reporter guy in like the middle of the screen saying like, there appears to be a big protest here in the capital. Several dissatisfied beings are sort of oh geez, as you can see in the background, all these like people with picket signs, and you actually even probably, it's hard to see it, but I won't make you roll another perception check. You do see some creatures sort of maybe smuggled in there, excuse me. as it seems to be rallying up different factions, sort of yelling at each other.
What is all this?
Cthulhu will back up now that he's sort of, I guess, quote unquote, fulfilled whatever that was, and he will say one more time, protest.
Oh, okay. Protest of what? Against who?
What? I don't know. It's a mystery.
Hey. Okay. Guess we have to take another trip at the Capitol to see what the hell is going on.
Thulu, you're the salt of the earth. Anyway.
Alright. Actually, I'll
Sorry.
roll it twice. Alright, a 12. How loud would you say you guys have been being? This is something from across the room.
How long have we been what?
Like, how loud have you been, like, talking about, like, all of this, about, like, in
I mean,
general?
we weren't exactly whispering, so I'd probably say we'd be talking at normal volume. We're not, but so I mean, we're not whispering, but we're not exactly yelling unless we're calling out to Thulu. So I say normal volume.
Yeah, because it's
It
coming
was
from...
enough for the.
Oh, go
Yeah, I
ahead.
went like it was enough for the room next door to hear us at least. So
Yeah,
I mean,
it would have
also
been
it's a
from
question
way
about how
over
loud the
here,
TV was
though.
left on.
Like, it would have been passed through, though. It would have been one of these kobolds that's what I was rolling for. I would say they're a bit too far.
It's alright, but when you kept on having them say protest, I couldn't help but think about this one right here. Not the same word, but still.
Protein!
Yeah, just the fact that that's all that character says.
Yep.
true.
Alright, so... I guess the group is heading directly to the capital then, yes? Or unless you want to do something else.
Yeah, it's like we haven't. Wait, so do we know what they're protesting, or we have to go there to figure it out?
Seems to
I
be
think
the
we-
case for that.
I think it's more of the latter. You figure out what the hell they're protesting.
Figure out which group is doing what, what's being protested, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
We'll also do some shopping when we get there.
Well, I mean, if the place is, I mean, if there's a big protest going on, there's a good chance that some shops might not be willing to be open at the moment.
Let me back up my camera here. Yeah, let's see. I just added these things. Where did it go? Oh, I put them up there. That's why. Whoops. So you would have entered in from this side again as you made your way in. In terms of shopping, the shopping district is like here, which makes sense. but the protest does seem to be focalized around the center of the capital.
Okay, what do you guys think we should do? Should we go check the capital, or should we?
I think we should see what's up with the protest first.
Yeah, but knowing our luck, once we're done with that, we'll probably be making a break for the exit of the city.
Right.
Might be best to check a bit from a distance first.
Okay.
Don't we all have disguises on?
Yes.
I mean, we usually
Okay.
put them on whenever we come into the town, but we don't exactly know what's going on.
Still for the best, considering it's the capital and everything.
I mean, to be fair, our real faces are well known around here, so disguises are useful.
Exactly. Speaking of which, gonna pull out the alluring, what's called mutagen.
Is that like you get high advantage in charisma checks?
Yes.
Too bad I couldn't use it.
Yeah, he's just gonna have it at the ready.
Okay, who are we going first?
Well, how close do you guys want to get? Or do you want to shop first?
I think we should continue.
I think we kind of split on that because a couple of us wants to shop, but also everyone's curious.
Well, if you are wanting to see what the protest is, you can move your icons a smidge bit closer, like around here, or behind this corner would be close enough to garden you audible perceptions and whatnot. Oh, you might start hearing fireworks because July, So sorry
July
if you do.
the
If
4th
you,
of it.
so
It's July
apologize.
2nd.
I know.
So
People
Yeah.
in my area just do it early for whatever the fuck reason. I already started just hearing it right now, so I
Basically, they're
apologize
impatient.
if you hear any popping or whatever.
The only reason why it's not happening in my area right now is because we also have a thunderstorm.
Yeah,
Just
not that kind of noise they wanted to hear.
just to double check, is magic taboo? Like if you do that and someone sees you, they'll get freaked out.
Yeah, that
magic
seemed.
is equate. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, magic has been seen as what usually gets considered you being called a creature, and usually getting that outcast sort of
Yeah.
vibe.
Recall, we have met some people that look completely normal, but because they have magic, they are considered creatures.
Hmm.
It's just the fact that since we actually happen to look very different is the main reason we need disguises. Otherwise, if we actually looked human but actually just had magic, we could probably pass for human.
Alright, so you guys are close enough, I would say. So you can all roll perception checks with advantage.
Okay.
Dang.
I hear it all.
Is that your third, What
That is my third.
Alright, store a granting of one ability from Yojimbo. Put that on your thing.
One more, you get and Mhe'dhal will get a free sandwich.
For someday.
So you can ask later what that does. But for now,
Okay.
I will use that natural 20 as your sort of grouping. You'll collectively here. The people on the right-hand side seem to be saying how they want creatures actually right now to be treated as equals. It seems to be actually carrying out, like, you could actually visually, with your perception as well, I'll let that also be visual. You do see some creatures, notable creatures. Obviously I didn't want to like overload the thing with like random icons, but like just for the sake of this, you do see a few creatures among them. And you also see, popping in from the south side as like the police sort of like move up there. You also see this individual that you don't recognize, clad in this golden armor.
It's like, oh crap, Warhammer.
You know, I was gonna guess Dark Souls, but okay.
I was thinking more of the Inquisition.
I'll take your word because I literally know nothing about Warhammer other than it's just big guys in big armor.
I know a little bit, but not enough. If I remember right, Inquisition, they're the ones that usually, if you're not human and not in their forces, you're pretty much dead.
Specifically, if they think you're a heretic and not a friend of the Empire, you die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know. Okay, I know of that, like the whole heresy thing. That was kind of like a meme.
Oh, no. See, the funny thing is, it's a meme, but for the Inquisitors, it's a true meme.
Oh.
I'll let that natural 20 sort of continue on to ride, as you will hear this individual sort of hold up his sword as the crowd is abruptly silenced as they see this highly armored individual sort of, when he puts down the sword, he will announce, "It is I, Bernard, your active, reactive, new co-president of the capital, and I will be making sure that everything is under control from this moment moving forward." He'll jut his sword toward the creature side. "You lot, get lost for the time being." Actually, let me do this first, so you can see him a little bit better. There you go.
Yeah, he's like a little bit in between Dark Souls and Warhammer. That's a little bit off-putting.
Mm-hmm. I'll be honest, I'm just looking at that shield and that's like, a shield of expressions.
So
Right.
please disperse if you all know what is good for you. And I want the group of you, seeing him, I want all of you to roll an Arcana check.
Arcana, you say?
Not surprised.
Nine.
Again, not surprised that it now I'm starting to roll low.
Was there somebody that didn't? Oh, Mhe'dhal. Oh wait, unless this is 16 up there. Was that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
16 Mhe'dhal.
Sorry. So I would say the 16, 15, and 17, the three of you, get the sense that this individual who you've met before, Bernard, does seem to possess some sort of magic, which, you immediately feel the hypocrisy of all that going on, but what that magic is something you can't sense. And that throws all of you off who have succeeded the roll.
Hey, Qivara, don't you have a special ability?
I do have something to detect magic.
I do, but it only depends on what specific kind of creature it would be.
I have to get closer, so I'd have to get like 30 feet from them and then cast it. So
Oh,
yeah,
I mean, it lasts for 10 minutes, but yeah.
At most, I could potentially suss out if he's a Fey, Fiend, or Undead ancestry, but that's really it.
Oh,
I
well. What?
might just risk it. Well, because I also have hidden step, so I could like bonus action hidden step, cast detect magic, and then hurry on back.
Sure, I'll allow it.
Okay.
So, with you turning invisible, I won't make you roll a stealth check, so you could just sort of sneak up there. And when you detect magic, your heart almost stops as you feel a magic you've not sensed in this world ever before. Whatever this magic is, it seems to absorb magic. And that freaks you the fuck out.
I'll like walk back to the group with like almost like a look of fear on my face and be like, he has some kind of anti-magic ability. Not anything I've ever seen before.
I see. So what?
You
So
fucking
now we
right.
have. So now we're. So if this. So first. So the first thing we found is protest is a guy in intimidating armor with a that has anti-magic field around him.
Yeah, I mean, that
Well,
basically means that my attacks likely won't do anything against him.
Yeah, the first thing I thought when you said that was like Asta from Black Clover.
I think specifically one of his swords.
Yep, like the sword.
No, yeah, one of the main things about it is the fact that his swords don't just nullify magic, but anyone with magic that holds one, it actually starts draining that magic away.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like this guy's armor or if it's him himself that negates magic.
there's only one way to find out.
Cast fireball.
Out of character. Yeah.
I mean, best bet would be something small and then make a run for it.
Yeah, but considering that if he is a creature and this is a bit of a, hypocrisy thing, you might be able to tell where we go.
Hmm.
We could always kidnap him.
How we gonna kidnap a guy in bit in armor like that and also be who might be not who might be resistant to our magic?
Uh, polymorph?
With
Maybe?
also, like, at least 6 guards on each side.
Oh, yeah, that definitely makes the difference. Hmm.
Plus, we're kind of looked at in a favorable light in this town. If we all of a sudden kidnap this guy publicly, that might not go well for us.
Especially since if our disguises get broken, it's probably not going to look acceptably favorable on the people that were last they saw. There's several things stacked up against us trying to do anything really here at the moment. At best, jump in if it's a need be thing, is what I'm feeling.
That's fair.
Mhm.
add those guys to the C list. Alright. So,
Robots.
robots. Alright. So, the protest doesn't seem to be dying down anytime soon, as you sort of back up from that nonsense.
Well, one thing I can say at the very least, the fact that he actually told the creatures to leave rather than have them arrested or executed.
He at least seems a bit, not exactly, but just a bit more sensible than the last guy.
I would say he's at least seen to have some tolerance.
So,
So,
you guys-
shopping!
Shopping. Oh wait,
I mean, to be fair, how many sessions have we had without a shopping trip?
None.
we legit have only done it as like a very, very small like pretense, and that has been it.
yeah. I do find it kind of funny that we just went to approach that we just that I just kind of find that at one moment we were seeing this guy intimidating that we might need to face, and the next moment we're going shopping. Yeah,
Oh no, I mean basically my thought is like, okay, if we're going to be dealing with this guy, we need some stuff.
right.
There's
I mean,
one little thought that crossed my mind. Mhe'dhal is going to bring up in a character.
What's that?
Well, if we do plan on shopping, there's just one little thought. If he is a creature and he tries to point us out, we actually have a know ahead of if he is or isn't himself.
Yeah, but it would also be our word versus his. He could probably say that there's something in his suit that detected us.
And
Okay.
also, I think he probably has a more powerful reputation than we do, and influence.
No, my point in general was we would at least know if he is. It would be at least a starting point. Potentially build up more, end up turning it against him eventually, but not on the spot, if you would.
True.
Anyways, let's go shopping.
Shopping.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll leave this a little bit more open and just ask generally if there's anything specific you guys want.
Like,
Well, my question would be is how much are your other magic items you would have if we could have access to them? I doubt we're gonna find some in the city.
yeah, so it's like all the reagents that I need, they're either really mundane things that I would just already have, or diamonds worth 300 gold. So, quite a range.
I would say diamonds are your procure. You can procure them from, well, like a diamond shop easily enough if you have the money for it.
Yeah, I don't, but
Just for future reference.
yeah.
I have like 380. I'm not sure what kind of equipment I need, so I think I'm just gonna use the most amount of my to like buy some healing potions for the party.
And
Yeah, again, the whole thing is like, what if that counts as a magic item? Would they actually have that in the normal shop?
I
Right.
mean, I would just flavor it as like food, like some foods can also like double as like quote unquote your potions as well. Just to make it a little bit more
Well,
easy.
unless it's more like, say, the artificial brand, well, it's more tech than magic.
Okay, yeah, anyone else? What are you planning on shopping?
My finger is getting a little itchy. Just wanted to like grab something while no one's looking.
All right.
Absolutely not surprised.
I mean, you can always attempt to roll a stealth check. Just know that you're standing. If you fail, can go back down.
By stealth?
Yeah, if you wish to.
Like, wait, so hang on. If I try to steal something and I fail, I lose a bit of stealth?
No,
Well,
you
No,
lose.
you
reputation.
lose a bit of standing. Like
People
how
in the
people view
capital,
you.
like people currently view your group as like sort of like a more heroic esque type group, like a good vigilante type group.
No one's ever. Well, I'm no hero in anyone's world but my village. And let me tell you, they're not exactly the cleanest bunch.
Funny enough, I can't help but think about the fact that that's one of the crazy things about 5.5e, the fact that they decided to drop reliable talent from level 11 to level 7.
I mean, it at least makes sense in a sort.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try stealth.
Am I able to like try to perceive if he's trying to steal something?
Well, shit, look at that.
Well, with the 21, is there anything in particular you're trying to steal, like a potion or something?
I'll steal whatever I can get my hands on, and if it's potions, I'll just steal that.
Alright, I'll say you can steal up to 2 potions, then get away with it.
Yep, add that to the list.
Actually, a thought just hit me.
Hmm?
Even though technically they shouldn't be selling the magical items in here, what are the chances of a shop actually having an item that's magical, but none of them actually noticed?
Probably a really high chance because, like, items having magic is not something, like, people really pay attention to. I mean, unless it's, like, super obvious, like something glowing or, like, something out of the ordinary glowing. Unless it's something like that, then probably not.
That's
Wait,
why.
wait.
That's why I
It,
steal them. I don't pay for shit that I don't know.
wait. If, huh? If magic and also magic items are a bit more, lenient to be sold in general,
Hmm?
why would they have potions?
No, that's what I was asking before. If it might lean more towards the a sci-fi version of with artificer within magic side of it. That's what my suggestion on the potions.
Probably like
You know, like
medical.
think Mass Effect with Mhe'dhal.
Okay, that's okay. I think, but that comparison that probably makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm thinking that it's not quite a potion bottle, but more or less like a special.
Healing spray.
Nanomachines, son.
Yep,
Now I'm just
basically.
now I'm just thinking now I'm just thinking it's the first eight spray from Resident Evil.
I mean, would it surprise you if they have flying cars here? They probably have some kind of special magic. I mean, technology that imitates magic.
Fair enough.
So like I said, so yeah, if there's a chance that there might have magic items in the shop we're at, but they don't realize it's magic. I guess can I make an Arcana roll to see if I actually detect anything?
Sure.
Well, unless Qivara still has detect magic going, and then she could probably just see it.
Technically, I would still have it. Like,
Oh,
do I see?
yes.
Just concentrate minutes.
Let's see, 30 feet. Let me pull out my ruler. How far is 30 feet in each direction? Oop, not too far.
I mean, if we're in the shop, it would probably be in the building, or is it a square we're in?
I'll say, you do detect, some magical items here and there, but they themselves tend to be like these really rare things that are just sort of like maybe there's like a more glowing like some of these little crystal things like the one that you were given, like something like that. There's like maybe like one or two around.
I'll be honest, for a second I thought you were about to say it's technically magical, but it's like it's still a valuable item. Like, say, if it's a magical ring, it's like, okay, it's a magical ring. They don't know it's magical, but it's still an expensive ring.
I'll kind of relay that to people that it's like it's most likely something a little more mundane, like the gem was given.
Well, I mean, if you can point it out to us, we can see what their price is and possibly see if it's worth us getting.
Yeah, might as well.
I could try to haggle it down if need be afterwards.
True.
I will say, Mhe'dhal, are you with the group? Sorry, your character, I got your physical location is different from everybody else, so that's why I was asking.
I just completely zoned out for moving my character. I stayed with the conversation. I just forgot to move him.
Okay, so I'll take people to where I detect magic.
I'll say you can add 2 empty crystals to your inventory.
2 empty crystals. Does it look like the other crystal?
They do seem to have like their color variation is like a little bit different, but generally they seem to be that same sort of in the blue range of, but still sort of see-through.
It's gonna be useful. I believe we can store magic in these.
I mean, we could probably store some powerful fire spells or some healing in them.
Yeah.
I will say, since I would say since you've been in the capital before, I would say Mhe'dhal, roll a what would I want it to be? Yeah, I'll say a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, 11?
Something inside you feels, because you remember being in the capital before, so you remember positioning that red line district, something about it, you know that's where gambling takes place, and you're like, ooh, that seems a lot more tempting now than it ever was before.
Oh, jeez.
I would ask for advantage, but that doesn't seem to do much better. And the only reason for advantage, because I know I only have a single gold. So, 12. I'm pretty sure 12 doesn't change anything, even if that was the case.
Yeah, I would just say this is technically a pass, but you do feel that sensation, that temptation. So if you still want to go over there, that'll be up to you, but I'm not going to make you go over there.
At the moment, he's just gonna drum his fingers on his knee, just going like, hmm. He's not gonna do anything, but he's just gonna be thinking about it.
I think we should keep an eye on Mhe'dhal as well as Archibald.
One of us has an addiction to gambling, and the other has an addiction to cutting off fingers.
And
Lovely.
stealing.
Hey. That is, look, what I do is family tradition and a warning to anyone who dares mess with me, alright? There are reasons why I take shit.
Okay, but are there good reasons? Also, we are still whispering this. I want to make sure of that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not like shouting this in a store or anything. This is probably like walking between stores that there's no one around.
Alright, so you know the hullabaloo that has been happening in the capital, so there you go. Good old-fashioned protest that seems to purvey and persist. And your shopping, I think, was done, seemingly. So if you wish to leave, if there's nothing else here, then you can leave.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, no, I wouldn't actually find what he was specifically looking for.
Be right back.
But yeah, I guess above table just basically say that he was actually looking for something that would either help with his defenses and or enhance his magic. There are a couple of items for that, but they're kind of high value and hard to find.
I probably will offer one of the spell crystal gems to Null just because you're another magic user and you could probably use it.
And like I said before, if anything, he would either put if he actually if there's not too much of a limit on what kind of spell can be in there, he probably actually put store you like save one of his spell slots to put a high power with either healing or fire spell in it.
Okay, I'll do that then. Yeah.
But yeah, but that's like I say, above table though. I guess you say what I was trying to see was is like if we'll eventually find a place where he can either find like say a barrier tattoo or what's it called blood veil vial, a blood vial. Yeah. So blood well vial. That's what it was. My mistake. You know, basically either the tattoo that can actually give him a higher AC than his what's called mage armor, or the bloodwell vial that will basically add +1 to his spell attack rolls and save DC.
Yeah, back.
But I think those are going to be more like special items that he has to find along the way.
Alright. So, assuming that everything's done in the capital, you can move back to the base. Ooh.
Okay, now what?
Well, first off, Archibald is showing Persephone the 2 potions he bought, hoping that he can probably sell some sucker or maybe throw them at some suckers.
I'd probably just be fiddling with the little gems, trying to see what I can put in them.
Yeah.
37.
You'll see when you return a few more of your group that has been sort of being casual has sort of most of them, a good chunk of them, seem to now be in that television room as the sort of news continues to have been playing this entire day.
Yeah, I've been just watching the news all day.
You'll see Sam go, huh, man, things are getting really crazy out there.
We saw some bits of it when we were at the Capitol. It what we saw we only saw some guy in armor.
Well,
Apparently,
oh god.
we do know what we know so far is that he apparently has some kind of anti-magic field that has been blocking any magic away from him.
Or at the very least, as Qivara noted, it seems to have drain away magic.
As you
It's a
see,
bit.
oh go ahead.
Yeah, he was just going to follow up and go like, it's a bit perplexing and honestly quite worrisome.
You all see among the people that have gathered, Zeke among them, sort of smirking a little bit, saying, huh, I could probably gauge this protest, probably Kale's doing. All things considered, with him doing presidential stuff behind the scenes, or, well, in plain sight at this rate.
Really, you think it'd be him?
Oh, undoubtedly.
Filling in on Qivara, like that's the one who was taking over as the whole secret president thing last time,
Oh, okay.
acting as like a shape-shifted fake of the old one.
Hmm.
I wonder if what you say is true, though, Zeke. The question still stands. How did he get a hold of something like that then?
How did who get a hold of what now?
Well, again, if he has something that makes it to where magic draws in, that's something that's still a little bit out there. Mhe'dhal was just bringing that up. Like, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
We roll an Arcana check on Zeke. For Zeke. Well, he gets that. Huh. Sounds like someone you should try to be careful of, but someone who needs to be dealt with eventually. Undoubtedly, someone of that stature. He's definitely someone who would be amongst a threat regardless of... I guess he would be a creature in this case.
We did have a feeling from him, but I honestly don't know if it was from that or whatever gear he may have had on him just being so potent.
What do you guys think we should do?
What has happened with the protests so far while we after we left?
Well, not much has changed. The creatures that are there aren't backing down. And that guy seems to try to not necessarily use too much force, but if his powers are working the way you say they are, those creatures could very well be in danger as we speak.
Hmm.
But
You'll
how
look
do
up
we dealing with them?
What do you all think? At the moment, keeping them safe would probably be the best, but we also don't know what exactly he can do.
It's also a possible chance if we do retaliate and do something, it could just lead to a retaliation from him and his people.
I can, Sam pipes up, I can fly over to the capital back there and try to get people to back up a little bit.
Are you sure you're able to do this by yourself?
Uh, I should be fine.
I mean, I mean, I probably would feel more comfortable if someone more experienced was do it with it, with the type of trouble that's there. It's like I'm almost half tempted to ask someone specifically, but it's like I already know the answer that we'll get. Just thinking, wonder if little Miss Pearls would actually be willing to share some of the info she may have gleaned.
Who is this in reference to?
That was something about her down here. It's like wonder if she may have gleaned. I mean, what she may have gleaned that she could probably, if she was be willing to share. Or did I miss that part? Yeah, I gotta forget what I said, but yeah, I just was kind of wondering because I remember how that girl how she can see seem to be able to see some of the future from time to time, but she doesn't like to give us hints. What was her name?
Yeah, you're referring to Diana.
Yeah. Well, I guess another question: do we have anyone that's good with stealth? Outside of the party.
I was about to say.
Outside the party, Sam is in the rogue class. Dodge has the shadow stuff that he has.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we only really have Sam and Dodge for that.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how Dodge would feel about dealing with potentially spying on his brother.
I think it could be possibly safe to send Sam because they're stealthy, they can fly, and they seem confident in wanting to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we just send another person for backup.
Yeah,
The
honestly,
only
like I said, the only reason Null in character is hesitating is the fact that he's reminded about the fact that Sam is still a kid that only just awakened into his powers not too long ago.
Yeah, and otherwise, for backup, Mhe'dhal was thinking Dryax, then he's also remembering, well, he's also kind of a big guy, so...
Yeah, Drax is way more notable in terms of that. Yep.
So backup probably isn't the best with him. The only other person we could really hope for at that rate would be Dodge for backup, and again, we're not entirely too sure how he'll react. Actually, I
How
have an
far
idea.
away is it to get back to the capital?
What was that?
How far or how long does it take to get back to the capital?
I would say 10 minutes. So not too long.
What if we're the backup? Like, why don't we go? And just an idea.
Just basically hang around town, and if Sam get in trouble, we act.
Yeah, we could just be on standby while he does the intel.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Back to the capital.
All right.
In fact, I think this is a capital idea. I'll see myself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna love that pun.
Yeah, that was just polite laughter.
All right. So as you guys take 10 minutes to bring Sam back with you to the capital, you'll be back on technically on the east side of the map, because that's always where you. As long as you're coming from the slums, that's always the side you'll be starting at. So he's a little bit closer to there.
Should we move over there then?
Yeah.
Let's see.
And so when I can hear myself on somebody else's side. All right. So you all watch as Sam begins to take flight. Let me. There you go. And he begins to fly over, and you'll watch in due time as some of the other creatures begin to sort of head back of their positioning. But when Sam returns, all of you, you see like this group of people, like a mass of them, sort of conglomerating around you. Sam still sort of flying, sort of happy that he's accomplished this mission. But you all watch as something like snaps up toward him. It seems to encapsulate him in some sort of weird blue orb. As you are sort of watching him.
Ah, crap.
Dear God.
At least we're here with him.
Nice.
As you'll hear a few voices, you're not sure, it's hard to disperse them within the crowd that you're currently seeing, but you hear some of them saying, "He's the one." And that is where we're going to end this session.
Oh boy.
Well,